What is up, guys? It is Will the Thrill here, and it has been a while. It has been a while, and so I'm back with another video, and this is definitely going to be controversial. Yeah, definitely controversial. And so this is on the topic of Avengers: Infinity War, and you're thinking, well, that came out last year. Well, why are you talking about that? Honestly, I don't know, but I guess I'm going to be. Also, I might see Endgame. Probably won't though, cause I know the ending of the movie, Thanos dies. So. But if you don't know that, if you don't know that, I'm very sorry I spoiled that. Even though I haven't seen the movie. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about which is better, Endgame or Space Jam. You know what you're thinking. I mean, not Endgame. Sorry, Infinity War. Infinity War or Space Jam. And I know what you're thinking. Well, it's an obvious answer. Infinity War. Well, Space Jam. Space Jam is nowhere near being as good as Infinity War. However, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. That I personally believe that Space Jam is the better movie. And so I also there's two parts to this one. The second part is which is more powerful, the basketball from Space Jam or the gauntlet from Infinity War. Now, I know what you're gonna be thinking. Well, the gauntlet is obviously more powerful. It kills people. However, the basketball can take away the powers. The Infinity Gauntlet doesn't take away the powers. So basically, what it essentially does is it just kills them off and they can come back. And it's an easier weapon to defeat your enemies with. Then you could use the gauntlet afterwards to defeat them. However, I do think it's a better one. Alright, so on back to the Infinity War Space Jam topic. I think that Space Jam is a better movie. And you're thinking, what? That doesn't make any sense. Space Jam is not a very good movie. Have you seen Space Jam though? It's a big movie, you know. It's like having Phineas and Ferb. No, I'm sorry. It's like having it's like having Phineas and Ferb and your favorite. It's like having your favorite TV show and your favorite food combined into one. That is essentially Space Jam. And it's arguably one of the greatest movies of all time, in my opinion. It's up there with Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension, which by the way, Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension is definitely the best movie of all time. But I mean, you know, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. You can say oh, Infinity War is a better movie. Infinity War is a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a very good movie. Infinity War has many good things about it. Like, for example, I think it's just incredible how well the superheroes did against Thanos. Though Thor is kind of dumb for not going for the hand. I mean, he definitely should have gone for the hand. I mean, why wouldn't you go for the hand? But I mean, personally, I think that Thanos is just overpowered. But in the end, I mean, I guess it's kind of cool that Iron Man ends up defeating him, but he does die, which is kind of sad. He has a kid, so that's gonna suck, you know. But I mean, in the end, I think Ultimate Space Jam is the better movie due to the fact that it just has more quirks in it. Like, for example, the Monstars were able to be defeated by Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny, which is pretty fun. I mean, and it had like so many of the cartoon aspects in it that like just made it like such a classic. Infinity War will eventually become a classic as well, but I mean, like, I just don't see it being coming on the classic level as Space Jam or Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension. But I mean, ultimately, I don't know. I think personally that just Space Jam is the better movie, and that the basketball from Space Jam is the better weapon. Alright, now here's my third one, which I just came up with right now. Which is better? Space Jam or Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension? Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension, by far. Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension is definitely the best movie. First of all, it has just it just has the characters of Phineas and Ferb. And you get to see the other dimension versions of them. And that's just like brings it onto a whole nother level. You get to like see what it's like in the other dimension. Which is like, it just boggles the mind, It's just like you weren't expecting it to happen. But it happened. And then but like to see like how Perry the Platypus was a droid, like it was like whoa. And also how he made an Doofenshmirtz from the second dimension made an army of norms. Had to have that, but it did, and that is very impressive. Yeah, well, Doofenshmirtz is also a lot smarter than the Doofenshmirtz from the regular TV show. Cause Doofenshmirtz ain't that smart. He ain't that smart. He was pretty good though. He's pretty good in the second dimension. He almost defeated Phineas and Ferb. Almost like killed them. But of course you can't kill off the main characters in Phineas and Ferb. And of course they ended up finding having Doofenshmirtz's backstory resolved, even though you can't resolve the other Doofenshmirtz's backstories. Basically, what happens in that one is that Doofenshmirtz's backstory is he lost his choo-choo train named Choo-Choo. Yeah, not really very big backstory like the regular Dimension Doofenshmirtz, where he went through a lot. But I mean, he ends up getting Choo-Choo. So yeah. But that's about it. Yep, I don't think I got anything else to say. Should we like have a name for what I should call you guys? All you 12, 11 subscribers out there. Yeah, the channel's scooching along. It's not looking too good right now. Yeah, my YouTube career's looking pretty bleak. But, I mean, that's just life. I mean, not all the greatest YouTubers started off the best. I mean, look at PewDiePie. He was... I mean, I can't compare myself to PewDiePie. PewDiePie's the best. The best YouTubers in a long time. Who was there? I ain't got nothing. But, just a lot of YouTubers that didn't have much at the beginning. And now they just have a lot, and hopefully I can be at that a lot level someday, but right now it ain't looking too good. It ain't looking so hot. But other than that, I like and subscribe, turn on notifications. And as always, I'm Will the Thrill. And peace. Goodbye.